So this person asked for a tour of all my Hello Kitty glasses that I use in my videos, so I'm gonna give you one. I also have these two, which aren't Hello Kitty glasses, but we'll talk about those after these. So yes, these are my Hello Kitty glasses. Unfortunately, these two have lost the bow. I still have the bows. I've just been too lazy to put them back on. They need to be screwed on. Like, I don't know if you can really see it in there. I mean, I don't even know where the screw for this one is. It's completely out, but I'm just too lazy to screw them on. If I ever find the will to do it, I will. But yes, this is my light pink pair. It usually has a red bow, I believe. And this one usually has a light pink bow similar to this, but like I said, those have fallen off, but at least these three still have their bows on. So I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but I kind of use certain colors for like certain characters. This is the first pair I ever bought. I bought this so long ago. I think I was like 18, 19, 20. And this one is my favorite because the material it's made out of is like very, what's the word I'm looking for? Smooth and like shiny, and it's just like really, it doesn't like get anything stuck to it. Whereas these are a lot thicker. The material's more rubbery, so stuff kind of sticks to it and it just feels gross. But anyways, like I was saying, I use different ones for different types of characters. Somebody's boss usually wears these. A doctor usually wears these because, you know, black's a little more professional. Anytime I'm having a character that's more professional, they wear the black. Now, when I have characters that are kind of the bad characters, the annoying characters, the characters we don't like, they usually wear these two. And it's because I don't like that material. Because this one's made out of the same material as the teal one. I'm irritated with these glasses, so they're the people that I don't really like. They usually get that. The yellow is kind of a mix of who I have play, and also this is the only one that has polka dots. It kind of reminds me of a bee, although bees don't have polka dots, so I have no excuse for why that reminds me of a bee. But so these are kind of just side characters that sometimes are good, sometimes are bad. You know, if I want someone that's a little feisty, because yellow is a little more vibrant than the rest of these colors, they wear that. Pink's my favorite color, so I tend to wear these on characters that I want to be more girly-ish. Sometimes I just want to wear pink, but I have two other pink pairs. These, however, are not Hello Kitty glasses. This is just hot pink glasses. And then these were actually glasses that I bought for myself, and the prescription was way off. Like, these were supposed to be for me to wear, but I got like the measurements wrong. Okay, now that it doesn't have the frames, I pushed the frames out. I pushed the frames out on all of these so that there's no reflection. But when I still had the frames on these, they were too heavy, and every time I looked down, they would just fall. So that's what I get for ordering it online with my prescription and not going through an eye doctor. But eye doctors always have the ugliest glasses. So I wanted my own pair, but then I got LASIK, so I don't need it anymore. So I just pushed out the lens and now I use this. I feel like I use this pair for like moms, I feel like. So yeah, I just kind of go off vibes or whatever matches the outfit of the character. Or sometimes I just use a color I haven't used in a while. I would like to get a red pair because like these are red on the side, but you don't really see it when I'm filming. So I kind of want to get a red pair. And I was just thinking I don't have a green pair either. So a green pair might be kind of cool. But yeah, these are all of my glasses. You guys have to tell me which one is your favorite. I should buy more. It's been a while since I bought more. But that's it. Savannah? Yes, that's me. Hi, I'm Dr. Williams. It's nice to meet you. Oh, and I see you brought some moral support along with you. Oh, yeah, that's my friend Francine. Well, it's nice to meet you too, Francine. Now, what brings you in today, Savannah? So for about 2 weeks, my right knee has been hurting so bad. I thought it would go away on its own, but it just keeps getting worse. Are you able to move your knee at all? Not really. It hurts really bad and is getting really swollen. I'm starting to get worried. Well, let me take a look at it real quick. Here. What do you think it is? Is it bad? Oh no, you're far too young for knee problems. But I can barely walk on it. Yeah, but you're young. I wouldn't worry about it until you start getting closer to your 40s. So do injuries just not exist until you reach your 40s? Are pediatricians just sitting around twiddling their thumbs all day? Excuse me, this is an office filled with other patients. You need to lower your voice. And you need to lower your unrealistic age limits that you have for your patients. It is not unrealistic. In fact, the only time people your age come in here for pain is when they're trying to get their hands on some pain pills. Or they come in here because they have an actual problem that is affecting their everyday life, and the only person that can fix it is you, doctor! Ma'am, with all due respect, this is between me and my patient. Now, how about exercise? How often do you work out? Well, I go to the gym about 4 times a week. At least I was until my knee started hurting. Well, maybe you should bump it up to 5 days a week, because I bet if you'd lose some weight, the problem would go away. And how is she supposed to do that when she's in pain, genius? There are still exercises you can do, and you can also try to change your diet. Here, I have a pamphlet that tells you all about it. Oh, ma'am! She doesn't need some dumb pamphlet! She needs you to figure out what's wrong with her knee! I already told you, she needs to lose weight. It's putting too much pressure on your knees. So what is she supposed to do about the pain until she loses weight? Does she just have to suffer for months? Or is she supposed to just magically lose it all overnight? Look, I don't appreciate you yelling at me, and if you keep this up, you're getting kicked out. Can I please just get an x-ray? My family has a long history of knee problems. An x-ray is unnecessary. Like I said, you're way too young for... What the hell is wrong with you? Oh, my knee. Does it hurt? Yes, of course it does. You just hit it. Well, I'm sure if you just lose some weight, the problem will go away. Oh, wait! You're too young to have knee problems. Fine. We'll do an x-ray. Finally. Don't forget one for yourself, doctor! Oh, and I see you brought some walls. There are exercises she can still... It's gonna be a rough one. Okay, let me move the script over. You thought nothing was on this clipboard? I've got the script and a random other crap, but the script is on top. Here, I have a pamphlet that'll tell every... ton of pain on my right knee, and so do injuries, just not wait. Well, I'm sure. Ooh. This is hard to do. Stop hitting the wall, Sarah. Go up, not back. Oh. Have you ever been on your period and thought, gee, I really wish I could sit in my own uterine lining all day? Then try period panties. Why use something disposable when you can keep everything you've bled right here with you all day long until you get home? Sure, you can change it for another pair, but then you have to carry period-soiled underwear with you all day and pray to God that nobody asks, do you guys smell that? So make sure to buy multiple pairs, and don't forget to do your laundry, because if you do, you're shit out of luck. But if bleeding out of your cooter for days on end just does not sound appealing to you, you can use birth control to stop it. All you have to do is take a trip to the doctor and hope that your body reacts well to it. Because if your body doesn't, you are in for some horrible side effects that are gonna make you wish you never even went on birth control in the first place. For starters, say goodbye to that clear skin of yours, because these suckers will tear your face up and no amount of facial creams are gonna make it stop. I hope you bought some stretchy pants as well, because you're gonna gain 5 to 10 pounds minimum, and no amount of exercise or dieting is gonna get rid of it. And if you thought your mood swings were bad before you started messing with your hormones, oh boy, do I have a surprise for you. You are literally going to feel like you are going insane. And let's not forget about the other side effects such as nausea, fatigue, insomnia, depression, anxiety, bloating, cramping, headaches, tender breasts, and of course, an increased risk of blood clotting. Still looking for another option? Well, you can just go to the extreme and have your uterus ripped out. Sure, almost no doctor will agree to do it, even if you have actual medical problems that warrant a hysterectomy. But you'll spend hundreds of dollars going to appointments just to be told you have to keep your raging uterus because of hypothetical children you might have one day. Don't want kids? Well, your future spouse might, so go yourself. Which leads me to our final way to stop a period. Pregnancy. Say goodbye to bleeding once a month and say hello to morning sickness, weird food cravings, and a baby sitting on your bladder for months. Sure, this option is only temporary, but the stretch marks you'll gain from it will stay with you for life. And once again, I am not talking to you, God's favorite. We already know your skin elasticity is top tier, but not everybody else won the genetics lottery like you did, okay? But like I was saying, for 9 months, you can stop your uterine lining from shedding out of your body. And in return, you get to have the responsibility of taking care of another human being for a minimum of 18 years. And you wanna know what the best part is? After pregnancy, your period is gonna come right back. And sometimes, it comes back even worse than it was before you had a baby. Isn't it fun having a uterus? So call today and pick your poison, because if there's one thing periods know how to do, it's cramp your style. Happy bleeding. Gee, I really wish I could sit in the lining of my own uterus. Wait. Gee, I really wish I could spend all day sitting. And of course, an increased reese for blood clot. And of course, an increased reese for blood. And of course, the increased risk of. And of course, your risk is. Sure, this option is temporary. Sure, this option is temporary, but the stress from. Sure. I can't believe you just shaved my hair off, Claire. And I can't believe you've been lying about who my dad is this whole time. I can't believe you guys are giving me all this free entertainment. How could you do this? And to your own daughter? I didn't have a choice. Jerry didn't want anything to do with her, and I couldn't take care of a newborn by myself. I needed help. So you used me to raise another man's child? Well, it was either that or be a single mother, and you always said you wanted to raise a child. Jesus Christ, Melinda, I always knew you were a self-centered, conniving bitch, but you have really outdone yourself this time. Oh, don't act all innocent. Don't think I didn't notice my great-grandmother's ring missing after the divorce. Well, all things considered, I'd say I deserve it. Besides, am I really supposed to believe that's your great-grandmother's ring when you just like to make up family trees? Were you ever gonna tell me about this? Were you even gonna tell Claire? Why? So she could get ignored by a man that doesn't want her? At least you were happy I was pregnant. You still should have told me. I deserve to know who my biological father is. Well, that's too bad, because you are never meeting him. Hey, is this the right place? I'm sorry, who's asking? Oh, sorry, I'm Dr. Jerry? Melinda, wow, long time no see. What are you doing here? I got a call that somebody here has a dental emergency. What? I don't think anybody here called for... Ooh, you are messy. Well, if it isn't Mr. Father of the Year himself. So this is him? I beg your pardon? Oh, here we go. Oh, I was just asking if you were the man she had an affair with 14 years ago. I'm sorry, who are you? Your daughter. The one you had with her. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, you do. Sorry. Look, I don't know what kind of games y'all are trying to play right now, but what I do know is you are not my daughter. Seriously? You're gonna act like that night in the dark alley never happened? An alley? Seriously? Well, I couldn't bring him home now, could I? Look, Melinda, I don't know what kind of sick fantasy you have going on in your head right now, but there was never a night in the alley. The only time I ever saw you was in my chair. As a patient. Oh, spare me. You've asked me to open more than just my mouth and you know it. Ew! Ugh, that was not an image I needed in my head. Fine, we may have blurred the lines between business and pleasure, but she is not my daughter. Yes, she is. No, she's not. Well, since you're so convinced you're not the father, I guess you don't mind taking a paternity test now, do you? What? You know what? That's not a bad idea. In fact, I want to take one too, just to make sure you aren't lying to me again. Fine, double paternity tests. What do you say, Jerry? Did I hear somebody say paternity test? Maury? The one and only. And I've got everything you need to figure out who the father is. How did you even... Shh. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Now who wants to figure out who the father is? Me. Me. Not me. Me. Alright, let's get started. Alright, the results are in. Are you guys ready? Yes, sure am. Okay. According to the test, William, you are not the father. Told you, William, and I also told you, Jerry, you're Claire's father. Actually, he's not the father either. What? No, that's impossible. It has to be one of them. Well, it's not. Then there's been a mistake, because I conceived Claire with one of them. Actually, you didn't, because the results say you aren't the mother. What? Give me that.
This doesn't make any sense. I gave birth to her. I pulled her out myself.
Well, the results don't lie, and according to them, none of you are related to Claire.
But if they aren't my parents, who are?